Good morning, everyone. It's Penelope, and I'm going to show you how I make my granny gravy. So, what I've done is I went to the store this morning, and I was looking around, and I did a big haul, and they had Tennessee Pride sausage for $2.50 a roll, and that's my favorite to make my granny biscuits and gravy. So, here we are. I've got my sausage browning, and I like it really, really brown. And once you put that flour in there, you're committed. So we're going to go ahead and start this gravy. So the first thing you want to do is brown your sausage, break it up to how you like it, and brown it pretty good, and you can see all that fat in there. Now some people actually take their sausage out and then put their flour in it. Not me. I like to put my flour into my sausage and grease, so that way it really gets brown, because that is the trick to granny gravy, is browning that flour. Okay, so I have my flour. Look at here. I got my John Deere. See my John Deere spoon? I stole that from my friend. She probably would like it back for her set, but I just love this spoon. Thanks, Angie. So anyway, I take a couple tablespoons generously, and I just sprinkle them in there. I'll take another one. I'll probably do this about 3 times, because I want to make quite a bit of gravy. So I'll do 3 of those. It doesn't take a whole lot, but you want to make sure you get it in there. Okay, so this is when you're committed. You start working your flour into your grease and into your sausage. Oh my goodness. And once you work it in there, you can tell if you need like a little bit more or not. I think we're okay, but we're going to let that flour really cook in there, because I do not like the taste of raw gravy. I can tell when I go and eat gravy somewhere if that flour is raw, if it's not quite brown enough for me, because I like a browner gravy. Now, it's a little bit more. I think we need one more. Some pretty greasy sausage there. Okay, so we're going to put one more in there, and we're just going to stir. Stir, stir, stir. We're going to get that flour really good and brown. But I went to Kroger and I did a huge haul, and it's so cold out today. I really needed to get out to the chickens and give them some more water. Their plastic is coming off their cabana. And I was like, well, you know what? I think we're just going to tell you about them a little later. I'm going to do another video after a while and tell you about what I did and how I got $15 and a lot off my shopping today. So, okay. I just don't want to really put any more flour in that. It's cooking up good. It's cooking up good. But once you're committed, you cannot leave the stove. And I've taught several people how to make this. And halfway through it, they're like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of time. Now see, I still think it needs more, but I could be wrong. We're just going to go with it, just like this. See if we can get that to thicken up. With some greasy sausage. Okay. I'll let it simmer just a little bit. And I'm constantly moving it. It's what makes my gravy really light, is to constantly stir it. So I'm thinking it needs one more scoop of flour, guys. I'm just saying. It just doesn't look right to me. So we're going to put one more scoop in there. Do this a little bit longer. There we go. I think that's where we need to be. Okay. So we're going to let this cook just a little bit more to cook that flour up. I haven't had biscuits and gravy in a while. So I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm not going to make homemade biscuits. I've got all of this Bisquick that I got on clearance. So I'm going to make some Bisquick drop biscuits, and to me, that's just fine. Okay. I'll let it cook a little bit more since we added more to it. And I like it when you can start seeing the swirls. Okay. Now some people will put their salt and pepper afterwards. I like to salt and pepper it right now because I really want it to move. It's not going to move as freely if you do it when it's got its milk in there, because you've made a gravy. Now I like a little more pepper than some people in my gravy, so we're going to stir that in. Oh, you guys, this is looking pretty good. Yum, yum. Biscuits and gravy. Okay. Now doing this with one hand is going to be a little difficult because I always recommend stirring as you pour. But what we're going to do is we're going to pour a little bit in. That's milk. Milk. Pour it a little bit in. We're going to start stirring. And you can't stop stirring right now. Got to keep stirring that. Got to keep stirring it. And you want your milk to also cook up. You don't want that raw flavor on your milk. So let's keep pouring some milk in there. I want to make quite a bit so that way I have some leftovers. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll have a little bit of leftovers, or maybe throughout the week I can have some biscuits and gravy, like a biscuit with a whole bunch of gravy on it. And you just keep stirring. Keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring. Oh, my color went out again, but the color on this is going to be beautiful. So you want to keep breaking that up and putting that new milk in there, breaking that up. And that's why I like putting it into the sausage, because you're going to get a little better breakdown as you move it. So it's holding, it's clinging. Look here, let's add some more milk. This is a big batch, and this is a big batch. So you only do a half a batch, obviously you're not going to use as much as me. But I want to make a lot of gravy. I love having leftover gravy. It's so comforting early in the morning. Get out there with the chickens and then come in and make you a big bowl of biscuits and gravy. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm salivating right now. So this is how I make my gravy. I don't know if anyone else makes it this way or not, but this is what I call granny gravy. And it's too bad you can't see the color on it because it looks fantastic. It's got more of a darker color. It don't look like wallpaper paste. Man, that turns me off. When I go to get gravy somewhere and it looks like wallpaper paste. So let's add just a little more milk, and then I think we're good. Just a little more milk just to finish off. Make sure everything is good and loose. And if you set this in the fridge and you put it in your containers and put it in the microwave, or however you reheat your food, you can always add a little bit of milk or a little bit of water and loosen it up a little bit. But look at that. That's gravy, guys. Look at that gravy. Oh, that's perfect. All right, so I'm going to turn it off. And there you go. Homemade granny gravy. I'll see y'all here in a little bit. I'm going to download this and I'm going to show you or tell you about what I have in the crock or in the Instant Pot, what I'm making on my menu list. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my grocery haul today. And I've got a few surprises from Kroger's coming up sale for preppers and for people that just need to stock up on some things for winter. Y'all have a great day. And get just some of that Jimmy Dean sausage and make you some hot Tennessee Pride. Not Jimmy Dean, Tennessee Pride sausage. Bye, y'all.